Slice of crimes. Infinite thanks.
Hello, all you sleuths out there. Infinite thanks for being here. I'm Casey, your resident slice sleuth, here to introduce another brand new original crime story. Okay, without further ado, let's cut into the next slice of crimes. This story is titled Heartbreak in Hartville. It will unfold in 7 episodes and an epilogue. Episode 1, The Heart of Perfection. Hartville, South Carolina. A place where history runs deep and where the lives of its residents are intertwined with the town's rich past. Today, we're stepping into the world of the Hart family, a family that, on the surface, seems to have it all. But as we'll soon discover, even in the most idyllic of settings, darkness can linger in the shadows. The morning sun is casting its golden light over the Hart family ranch, a sprawling piece of land nestled just on the outskirts of town, a town founded by the Hart family and where the family has continued to reside generation after generation. The ranch, established in 1902 by Duke Hart's ancestors, is more than just a home. It's the cornerstone of Hartville, woven into the very fabric of the Hart family's legacy, and indeed, the community itself. The ranch, rich in history, is still famous for its lush pastures dotted with lively goats. It's here that Duke Hart, his wife Maggie, and their daughter Daisy have carved out a seemingly idyllic life that many would envy. Inside the farmhouse kitchen, Maggie Hart, always up before dawn, moves with the practiced ease of a woman who knows her kitchen well. She's at the stove flipping the bacon just the way her opinionated daughter Daisy likes it, crispy but not burnt. Maggie, with her chestnut hair casually pulled back in a ponytail, is the glue that holds the family together. She wasn't born into the Hart family, she married into it, but she's as much a part of this place as the oak trees that line the drive. Her roots in Hartville run through her great-grandmother, Peggy, known affectionately as Gigi Peggy. Maggie's parents died tragically when she was just a baby, and it was Gigi Peggy, along with Maggie's grandparents, who raised her on this very ranch working as caretakers for 30 years. Gigi Peggy was the queen bee of Hartville, always welcoming townsfolk and travelers alike to her porch, where sweet tea and gossip flowed as freely as the breeze through the magnolias. Duke Hart enters the kitchen, his presence warm and reassuring. He's a tall, broad-shouldered man with the kind of quiet strength that comes from years of hard work. Duke's lineage is deeply tied to Hartville, the ranch, the town, even the schoolhouse. Down the road, all bear the mark of the Hart family. After graduating from Clemson, where he rode crew with his best friend Dane Marks, Duke married Maggie. Theirs was a romance that had transcended all. Having met as children and never really ever being apart, the best friends grew to be soulmates. They supported each other's dreams. Duke became a police officer while Maggie attended law school at the University of South Carolina. Eventually, they returned home to Hartville, as was their destiny, to live on the family ranch and fulfill their vision to grow the family business. Duke is a man who works with his heart as much as his hands and built his family's goat cheese business from the ground up. He always says the land gives back as much as you put into it. And for the Harts, that's been true so far. The heart of the Hart family, however, is their 4-year-old daughter, Daisy, with her auburn curls and boundless energy. Daisy was born right there on the ranch, welcomed by all who loved her. Named after her mama, she was called Daisy, fitting for a girl whose personality bloomed like all the daisies in the field behind the farmhouse. The moment she entered the world, she had an infectious joy about her and was the nearly constant companion of her great-great-grandmother, Gigi Peggy, until her passing 6 months ago. Daisy was particularly close to Gigi Peggy, who taught her the importance of family and tradition. Daisy would gladly sit on the front porch swing, sipping sweet tea and absorbing the gossipy tales being told. Gigi Peggy adored Daisy. She called her the little gal with the old soul because her character seemed to echo the legacy of the women who came before her. Her daddy, Duke, called her Sweet, a play on their last name, Hart, and a sweetheart she was through and through. Breakfast together, just the three of them, was a time they all cherished. Maggie's mind was not yet distracted by her work as a lawyer, and Duke wasn't tired after a day outside on the ranch. And Daisy, well, she was her usual rambunctious self, full of curiosity and wonder about everything around her. Her natural desire to learn is what led them to starting her in school after Gigi Peggy's passing. She loved being around kids her own age after her early years surrounded by mostly adults. It's true, starting school is when Daisy really began to blossom. Her independent streak showed up virtually overnight, and her parents were both proud of her and a little worried at the same time. She was no longer the cautious child she had been as a 3-year-old. Her wisdom didn't always match her confidence, and that had led to some sticky situations. Like the time she decided to get up in the middle of the night and crawl into their dog Sunshine's doghouse because she was suddenly certain she was lonely and needed cuddles. The only problem? Sunshine's doghouse was outside, and when Daisy crawled in to cuddle her, she fell deep asleep, scaring her parents to the brink of a heart attack when they couldn't find her. Luckily, Sunshine led them straight to her. Another burst of independence occurred when she tried to climb up a tree to visit the baby bluebirds in their nest. She was fine going up, but then found herself stuck, afraid to climb back down. Daddy to the rescue. Even at the breakfast table, she asserted her independence, insisting upon pouring her own milk in her big girl cup. No more sippy cups, she had recently announced. This led to some giggles when she learned the real meaning behind the saying, "Don't cry over spilled milk." After breakfast, it's time for Daisy to head to school. Mary's mini schoolhouse, a bright red, one-room schoolhouse, has been a part of Hartville since it was built in 1902. Originally the one and only public school in Hartville, it was shuttered in the 1940s, but remained standing and cared for as an historical landmark. With the encouragement of Maggie and Duke, the school was reinvented as a private preschool and kindergarten, now run by Mary and Dane Marks, Maggie and Duke's best friends from college. Mary and Maggie were Pi Phi sorority sisters, while Dane and Duke shared a bond through their time rowing crew together at Clemson. It fulfilled Mary's dream as an early childhood education major, and also allowed the couple to live near their closest friends. For Dane, moving to Hartville and running the school was more than just a career move. It was a chance to create the stable, nurturing environment he never had growing up in the foster system. He and Mary have built a life here that stands in stark contrast to the stormy past Dane left behind, and that is a tremendous relief to him. Duke and Maggie load Daisy into the family SUV, and Duke double-checks her booster seat. She just switched over from a car seat last week, and he still wasn't convinced of its safety despite Maggie's numerous reassurances. As they wind through town on the way to Daisy's school, Hartville slowly comes to life around them. Main Street is bustling, with shopkeepers preparing for the day ahead. The town's transformation from a sleepy southern hamlet to a tourist destination has been nothing short of remarkable. The main road, a charming street lined with small shops and cafes, has been revitalized in recent years, The Harts have been at the heart of that change, helping turn Hartville into more than just a stop on the map. The ranch, rich in history, has seen significant changes in recent years. Changes that have woken up this once sleepy town where travelers would once pass on through and now put it on the map as a go-to destination. Hartville has uniquely managed to maintain its quaint southern charm, historical roots, and down-home hospitality, while transforming into one of the top 50 trendiest destinations in America, according to U.S. News and World Report. What started as a modest goat cheese operation has grown into the GOAT Cheese Company, the greatest of all time, a destination that draws foodies from far and wide and produces award-winning goat cheese that sells internationally, and the basis for Hartville's boom. Hartville is the kind of place where everyone doesn't just know each other's name, they actually know each other. Gossip flies freely, mostly harmless, sometimes juicy, occasionally accurate. Regardless, it's a place where secrets don't stay hidden for long. Maggie and Duke are the most well-known in town, because they grew up there, of course, but more so because they are the Harts. In a town like Hartville, they are considered celebrities. But when it comes to being famous, these two aren't just low-key and private, they are humble. The gossip that floats in their direction doesn't get passed along, and they pretty much count everyone as a friend. The perfect couple in a perfect town? If that's achievable, they are it. Their love is true, their friendship solid, and their daughter is their absolute world. What could go wrong? As they drive through the town, Maggie glances at Duke. Just a fleeting moment of connection, like something unspoken hangs between them. Maybe it's the subtle anxiety that every parent feels dropping off their child, or maybe it's something deeper. Whatever it is, it's gone as quickly as it came, replaced by the everyday rhythms of life. But they both felt it and both burst out laughing. Maggie tells Duke, "We're going to be helicopter parents if we don't ease up." He looks confused, so she explains, "Overprotective and over-involved." Duke sees nothing wrong with that. Helicopter parent it is, he vows to himself. There's nothing he wouldn't do to protect Daisy, just as there's nothing he wouldn't do to protect Maggie. Nothing could ever change that. When they arrive at Mary's mini schoolhouse, Daisy is eager to join her friends. Duke unbuckles her seatbelt and swings her down to the ground, her skirt and hair swishing around her as she lands. Duke will always take an extra hug, a longer squeeze, one more kiss from Daisy, and today is no different. But of course she begins to squirm and roll her eyes and pretend exasperation. Her daddy is so silly, but she adores him. She's eager to join her friends. Before she can escape her loving parents, she has to get a kiss from Mama, who hands over her school bag. She clutches her little backpack, ready for the day ahead. Maggie and Duke watch as she skips off confidently toward the schoolhouse. She just mastered skipping. Last week was galloping. Daisy is full of energy. There's a glow in her eyes as she waves back to her parents.
Bye-bye, Daddy. I love you, Mama. Love you, Daddy. See you later, alligator.
But as Maggie watches her daughter disappear into the cluster of children, there's a shadow that passes over her thoughts. She can't shake it, though she quickly dismisses it as nothing. Just nerves, she tells herself. Duke, always calm and steady, places a reassuring hand on her shoulder before they drive away. And so, the Harts leave Daisy at school, unaware that this perfect morning will be the last they ever spend together as a family. As they drive off, the sun climbs higher, casting long shadows over the red schoolhouse, and shadows are where the darkness lingers. Not everything is bright and sunny today, though everyone in Hartville, South Carolina goes about their day, blissfully ignorant of the storm on the horizon. That's it, sleuths. Episode 1 is done. Living in Hartville sure seems like living in the heart of perfection, don't you think? It's true, though, nothing is ever exactly as it seems. And sometimes, the perfect life is just a heartbeat away from unraveling. Join me next time as I delve deeper into the mystery that will shake this town of Hartville to its core. Infinite thanks. How do you feel after an episode of Slice of Crimes? One step closer to the truth? If you haven't cracked the case yet, no worries, you're not alone. But before you go, remember, the mystery doesn't end here. Enjoyed this episode? Show some love. Share Slice of Crimes with your friends, family, or even that neighbor who's a little too interested in true crime. Oh wait, that's probably you. Your 5-star ratings and killer reviews help keep these investigations coming. And I couldn't do it without you. Got your own theories? Burning questions? Or maybe a case you think I should tackle next? I'm all ears. Send your ideas and suggestions my way. The more you engage, the sharper my sleuthing gets. So until next time, fellow sleuths, keep your wits about you. Stay curious. Stay sharp. You never know what the next slice of crime will serve up. And trust me, you won't want to miss it. Infinite thanks for listening today and for tuning in next week.